Happy New Year. It's January 2nd. It's around the freezing level outside, so 0 if you're Canadian, 32 if you're American. And hoping your year is going to be as good as I'm hoping mine is. So I think I've mentioned before that I'm a member of a CSA, Consumer Supported Agriculture. That's a farmer and a bunch of people get together and give money to the farmer, and everybody gets a share of what the farmer produces. In this instance, we have a farmer who produces, they do beef, they do chicken, and they do pork. And they do it all in a sustainable way on a small local farm near here. I'm in Kingston, Ontario. And it's a beautiful setup they have. They rotate their pigs and their chickens and their cows across a field, so as everybody gets, all the animals get the nutrition they need from the environment there. They use this little chemicals and all that stuff. They use as little as they possibly can. Out of that CSA, I got some pork ribs. I haven't even looked at them yet, but we're going to have a look at them now. Oh, the name of the CSA, Fat of the Land. If you're in the area, Google them, sign up, go and see them. They are the nicest young people you're ever going to meet. We were out to the farm, probably saw the pig that that I'm about to cook up. But I mean, what a wonderful space, what a wonderful experience, and what a wonderful couple of people. It's really well worth getting behind. And I'll post that link when I put the video up. So this is my first look at these ribs. So hopefully we'll all be excited to see some pretty good ribs here. Okay, let's see here. There's a wee chunk there. And there we are. They're good. Not seeing any shiners or anything on there. This was cut. Okay. So this has a lot of that from the side ribs that you would. A lot of the times you would have a lot of extra meat on here. It looks like it's been cut a little differently than I'm used to seeing. But still lots of good meat on there. Tons of fat on there. Look at that. Beautiful, good array of fat on there. That's going to melt down really nicely. And the ribs are all, I mean, looks pretty good. It's, again, it's not the fanciest store-bought butcher rack. That is a beautiful looking rack of ribs right there. So we're going to get going on these. We're going to see how we can fix them up. I'm going to start with my rub. And of course I got my hands all dirty now. So give me 1 sec. Kev, can you press the red button, please? Here we are. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm going to pull the membrane on this. Now I know there's two schools of thought on that. There's membrane pullers and non-membrane pullers. I'm a definite membrane puller. So I'm going to pull the membrane before I rub, and a lot of times, depending on where you're at and how you're going, a lot of times this will go really smoothly. If just find a place where there's already a nick, get a little edge under there, and work your finger under. And there's lots of times that this will go really easily. Every now and then you'll have a hard time. I may have to pull my gloves off so as I can get better purchase on this. I just put the gloves on so as I could do the rub, but there we are. Okay, let's pause this for a minute, Kev. Hi, it's Dave. Thanks for coming back. Today, smoking in the yard with Dave. We've got some pork ribs, and come and show these ribs, Kev. So I've already taken them. No, use the camera. Use the camera. So I've already taken the membrane off of these. That's a beautiful side cut there. And then, I mean, there's lots and lots of meat on this. It's nicely done. And the beauty of this is that it's coming from a CSA, a Consumer Supported Agriculture. Fat of the Land farms here near Kingston. You can see them at the market. and they at the Memorial Center Market, and they ethically raise pigs, chickens, and beef. So this is from our. I put in a special order for some ribs from them, so as I could do this just for you folks. It's tremendous that we have young folks in our community that are making a go of farming in a way that's community involved and ethical for the meat. If you have an opportunity to get something other than factory pork or beef or chicken for your barbecue, why would you not? So anyway, so I've already taken the membranes off of these. I'm going to rub it up and then start my smoker, and we'll talk about that more in a sec. Kev, hit the red button. Okay, so almost got these rubbed up. My rub, there's another, if you go on Smoking in the Yard with Dave, there's another video that shows how I make my rub. And all I do is I just take my dry rub, I mix it with a little bit of canola oil. You can use extra virgin olive. It doesn't matter what kind of oil you use because essentially it's just a vehicle for delivering the flavor. It's just a fatty vehicle for delivering the spice flavor in, right? And of course, like every rub, it's a mixture of sweet and salt and spice, and just something you don't want to overpower. You just want to complement. So there we are. So there's beautiful ribs. These are going to be next best thing to showcase, I hope. We'll see how they turn out. It's coming up on 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to go and start the grill. We're going to be putting these on for a couple hours and see how it goes. So thanks very much.
Cool.
So yeah, smoker's been at 2. We got it up to about 217. It's still rising, still a little bit incremental. These ribs are going on nicely here. I'm going to set that probe right there. Keep an eye on the temperature as we go. A little bit of separation if I can get it. Yeah, so one other thing I wanted to talk about is the charcoal here today. I'm using a lump charcoal that I got from Friendly Fires. Friendly Fires, a local company. Actually, they're Peterborough, Ottawa. I think they're all over southeastern Ontario. And they're ecologically sound and look for environmentally responsible ways of doing things. So there we are, and my grill, of course, did not come from there, or my smoker did not come from there, but my next one I hope will. So we'll just leave that on for a little while. We'll keep an eye on the temperature, and we'll see how it goes. Talk to you in a bit.
Put red button.
One over here. So, about 3 hours in the smoke, give or take, and oh yeah, looking nice. So they will have taken on some good smoke by now. They're not looking particularly dry, which is good. As part of that is the way I set it up, is I always set it up with a tray of water underneath. So that helps, the tray of water underneath. So yeah, not looking dry. They're looking, well, they obviously need more time to cook. The way to check, take that, you bend it, and if it gets bendy to the point where it almost wants to give up, and that's kind of the way I describe it, is that it gives up. It's not that it falls apart, it's that it kind of, I don't know, has a character to it that says that it's ready. And anyway, it's nowhere near there yet. So, but then again, we're only 3 hours in the smoke. So what we're going to do now is, because it's taken on all the smoke it's going to need, we're going to throw it in some foil, and I think I'm going to get a little spritz of cider vinegar, just because sometimes that helps keep a little bit of the moisture, a little bit of the flavor of everything going. So there we go. Let's just fling them all in here. Those two are my favorites, so I'm putting those in the middle. That one in the middle, and that one in the middle. And then we got one of these to sit on top. There, we'll just wrap that up. But first, I'm gonna give her a little. Oh yeah, helps when her spray bomb works. There we are. little spritz of cider vinegar, just so things stay nice and moist in there. And I like the cider vinegar, gives it a little character as well, right? So we do that, we'll wrap it up for a little while. I'm thinking probably another couple hours at as close to 225 as we can hold it. And we'll see how it comes after that. Thanks.
Red button.
Yep. Okay, so we've had a couple hours. Oh, look at that's just beautiful. So we had a couple hours in the smoke, and then a couple hours just in here wrapped up, just getting. Oh man. Oh, the juices. Now come here, Kev. I want you to come right close so we can see you. Okay. I already see down here. I already see the bones are pulling away from the rib, so that's a little overdone. And what I like to see here is a nice bend. And we got that nice bend. As a matter of fact, we're a little overdone here. So it's time to pull these off the heat, and I'll be finishing them over the heat. They're just a little overdone. It's not going to be too bad, but it's one of those things that if we were in competition, I'd be in trouble. But there we are. So I'm going to pull these off. I'm going to raise the temperature on my grill, and I'm going to finish them with barbecue sauce in about a half hour, 40 minutes once the temperature comes up. So there we are. Red button, Kevin.
Ow.
Well, there we are. Yeah, it's nice and smoky. Okay, so here we are. Time to finish these bad boys up. So we're going to toss them on. And the whole point there is just to get a little caramelization going. Nice little bit of sauce with some caramelization and all that stuff. So on the heat. And you can hear the sizzle there. We got probably, what do we got? We're coming up on 400 degrees on the grill. So it won't take long to caramelize this stuff up. It's still set up for indirect, but the heat's enough that it'll do the job. So on they go. A little bit of special recipe barbecue sauce. And you can find my barbecue sauce, I think, is on another video. I'm pretty sure I've got it on another video. And have a look. You can make that yourself. So there we are. Okay. So Kev, you can hit the red button. Here. Kev, zoom in first.
Zoom
in. Show the meat.
Show me.
Show the meat. Okay. Show the meat. There we are. Now I'll be back with you in a little while just for the money shot. Okay. So you can turn the red button now. Okay. So here's the finished product. It's what was it? About 3 on the smoke, about 2 on the heat, and then finished off. And we'll just have a look here. Well, actually, I should have shown you this first. Okay, so there's the bend. Not bad. It's not quite falling apart, but it's pretty darn close. And so that's all right. And then go with a little cut down here. And there we are, and that looks nice and tasty. Now, Kev, as we always do, there we are. Now, you tell us how that is.
Good.
Are you sure?
Good.
Okay. Ready to have some supper?
Yeah.
Let's see the pull on that. Is that a pull?
No.
Oh, look at that. That is a pull off the bone, not a fall off the bone. So maybe we're not as overdone as we are. I'm going to finish it up, and I'll post any reviews or anything I have on that along with the video. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Smoking in the Yard with Dave. Take care. Bye.